Welcome back to Andersen Acres. We're out here with Shadowfax today, and today is going to be the final video that we make on the coat colors of mini horses, because there's just really one last thing to say. We have talked about the different colors that they can be. We've talked about the modifiers. We've talked about the Appaloosa and Pinto genes, but we haven't mentioned what happens when they all kind of go screwy and come together. Well, this can lead to a smorgasbord of genes, okay? Genes that affect what color your horse presents as can just go crazy. They can stack on top of each other. They can all exist at the same time. They can express to multiple ranges here. So you could get some crazy looking ponies. Hi, buddy. Smooches. So let's just talk about a couple of possibilities, and then you can see how crazy they can get. Let's talk about Shadowfax. So Shadowfax, if you test him genetically, Smooch, oh Smooch, don't take the cord, don't, you don't care. Anyway, so Shadowfax, let's talk about him. If you get out his paperwork, he has been genetically tested, so you get out his paperwork, he is a chestnut, okay? He has a cream modifier, which turns him into a palomino. And he has the lethal white overo gene, which makes him a pinto. So this dude is a palomino pinto. I know he doesn't look it, but he's a palomino pinto. And he's relatively simple. So let's talk for a minute about a more complicated possibility. Okay, what if you have a bay horse? Okay, so he's a bay mini horse. That's fantastic. We love bays. They're adorable. Okay, so you have a bay, and he has a cream modifier. That turns him into a buckskin. So let's say he also has a silver gene, just one little pesky silver gene moving around. That turns him into a silver buckskin. What if he's got the roan modifier? Oh dear, then he becomes a silver buckskin roan. Okay? Again, beautiful, but he might also have the Tobiano gene. That makes him a silver buckskin roan pinto, a Tobiano pinto to be exact. And then what if he's got the leopard gene, that pesky Appaloosa gene that pops up? Well, if he's got that pesky Appaloosa gene that pops up, he becomes a silver buckskin roan pintaloosa. So it gets really, really weird. But now let's assume that that cream modifier, I'm just going to move here, but let's assume that that cream modifier that your bay pony is carrying is actually doubled. Let's say they're homozygous for cream, okay? That makes them a silver perlino buckskin roan pinto. Yeah, not you. You don't have any buckskin. You're not a bay. You're a chestnut. Smooches. Mwah. So that double dilute, so the presence of the double cream is a double dilute, and it really very often expresses kind of like him. I know he looks dirty. He's dirty. It rained. Don't worry about it. But often that double dilute, the double cream, presents kind of like him, kind of like a little white horse. So your little white horse in that case is a silver perlino buckskin roan pinto. So it's never as simple as it looks. It's absolutely bonkers. Okay, that's a beautiful horse. Okay, pintaloosas are beautiful horses, but it's also bonkers. In either case, so either in Shadowfax's case or the case of the bay I just mentioned, you would need genetic testing to know exactly what genes go where. Okay, it's nuts. It's absolutely bonkers. But that's why we have genetic testing for horses, so you can figure out exactly what color genes they've got going on, because what they look like isn't what they pass down to their babies. Okay, it's just not. So people often think that mini horses don't follow the color rules of horses, but they really do. It's just that the color doesn't actually matter in the mini horse world. Okay, when I say that, I don't mean we don't like the colors. I mean, it doesn't matter for registration or showing or anything like that. It doesn't matter what color he is. He can be the most bonkers color, and we could have Arwen, like, dying. Yeah, you tired? Big Dave roaming around getting snacks from your grandpa? Yeah. So anyway, it's not that mini horses don't follow the color rule. It's more that there's so much variety because it has no bearing on their ability to be registered or their ability to show or really anything. What color your mini horse has doesn't have any effect on what kind of career they might have, what you might want to do with them, how they can be registered. So people just kind of breed for the fun of it. Breeding is funny and never boring because you never know what's going to pop up unless you've done extensive genetic testing. So that's again why I recommend genetic testing for your mini horse, because frankly, they're beautiful animals and they deserve to have his mane brushed. You need your mane brushed. And your tail. At least his tail's growing back. The goat shoot it off. Don't worry about it. So the other fun thing about breeding any horse, but you know, I'm talking about mini horses, but this applies to any horse, is then they shed out. You have a baby, and then they shed out and they change color on you, because that's the way it goes. So again, this is why we really like, I'm going back this way. This is why we really like to do genetic testing. Find out exactly what your baby is. Smooches? We're going to name you Smooches instead of Shadowfax. Yeah, we're just going to call you Smooches. But this is really our last video on the colors, I promise, because that's really all there is to say about them. Get your pony genetically tested if you want to breed, because it's actually really important that you know what you've got. But also have fun with it, because it doesn't matter, except for the lethal white gene where if you stack them, the foal dies. It doesn't really matter what happens with the colors because it doesn't impact their career, their performance, or their ability to be registered. So have some fun. Get that pretty mini horse. Get the one whose color is so bonkers you don't even know what to call it. Just get him anyway. Because in the end, with mini horses, the color of your mini horse is just for your own pleasure. And he's so dirty. Look at how dirty he is. Look at that. Look at the dirt. Oh, you bad pony. Anyway, that's about it for us here at Andersen Acres. We're going to talk about buying or finding your mini horse in the next video next week. So tune in next Friday for that particular video. That's it for now. We'll see you tomorrow.